In this video, I'm showing you guys how to complete clutch time online fast and easy in NBA 2K23 My Team. The first thing I want to talk about is going to have to do with your team and what lineup you are running. So obviously this is going to be my team on the screen. Now you don't have to have these good of cards. Like obviously run whoever you guys like, run who you're comfortable with, but there's a couple things I want to mention about what you should have on your team. I feel like every center should have the ability to shoot. So I wouldn't be running guys like, Diamond Joakim Noah, or running guys like Kareem, like this Kareem that can't shoot, the diamond one. I wouldn't be running cards that can't shoot, because you don't want to have a liability on your offensive end. You want to be able to 5 out, have some really good spacing, so then you can have your center, you can have your center being able to shoot in the corner or top of the key, doesn't matter. So for me, I like running a guy like Kareem, but even a guy like KP who's more of budget is going to be a really good center to run as well. He can stretch a floor, shoot threes, and he's going to be a solid defender as well. At your power forward position, you want to have a guy that can do it all, and that perfect example is going to be Anthony Davis. This card can literally do everything on the court. If you have a guy like Tim Thomas, he's obviously going to be your primary ball handler. So what you guys want to have is you want to have one lockdown defender, and you want to have at least two ball handlers, guys that you can give the ball and they're going to go get you buckets. So for example, on my team, my lockdown is going to be Jimmy Butler. He's a great defender, one of the best on-ball defenders in the game. And then my two ball handlers, the guys I score with, are Russell Westbrook and Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas obviously being the best card in the game, one of the best, or probably is the best offensive card as well. And Russ is a really good point guard. If you guys are looking for some more budget options, a guy like Stephen Marbury, he is going to be almost pretty much a lockdown defender as well, and he's going to be really good on the offensive end. If you want to go with guys like DeJounte Murray, you want to go with guys like Garland, De'Aaron Fox, those guys are all going to be really, really good point guards. But for me, I'm going to go Pink Diamond Russ. Obviously, use whatever cards you guys like, though. I would just say try to have at least two ball handlers, one lockdown defender. Try to have your power forward being able to do everything on the court, and then your center being able to shoot and play some good defense. A budget guy could be Jared Allen. He's an amazing budget center, and even Robert Williams could play your power forward position as well. So budget center could be Jared Allen, and some budget point guards could be like Stephon Marbury, De'Aaron Fox, and those caliber of diamond point guards. So that's pretty much it for the lineup screen. And now let's hop into the game and show you guys what to do to win clutch time online games. To do the clutch time online game here, the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is going to be the defensive settings. I'm not going to go too in depth into the settings. I have a video that I'll leave a link in the description down below to my best defensive settings and going more in depth about each one, but I'm just going to slowly, quickly go through them and show you guys what I run. So on ball pressure tight, off ball pressure tight, on ball screen go over, on ball screen center go over as well. For my hedge, I do like running no hedge, but you can also run the soft hedge, and you can also run the catch hedge as well. I would say those are probably the three best hedges, but like I said, for me, I do run the no hedge. And then talking about stay attached, you want to have this put on yes. And then the most important defensive settings is when you scroll down to the drive hope rules and the screen hope rules, you want to have both of those on no hope. And then that's pretty much it. Transition defense, you can put on no threes as well. And then if you really want to try in clutch time, you can put your freelance onto Bucks 2018. It's going to be the best for spacing and just the best freelance in the game. So I don't really put my freelance on when I play clutch time, but if you guys are struggling, definitely put those defensive settings on and put your freelance onto Bucks 2018. Will definitely help you out a lot in clutch time. So going into the game here, first thing I want to talk about is going to be offense. So hopefully we can go ahead and win that tip, and yes we do. So first you want to do is, if you're calling the freelance, you want to click right on the D-pad, you want to click freelance, like right on the arrows, and then you want to click on Bucks 2018. That's going to give you some really good spacing. This possession is going to be a little bit all over the place trying to set up that freelance, but first possession we got the freelance set up, so now we're going to have a lot better spacing for the entire clutch time game. Now the premise of clutch time defense is you just do not want to let up threes, and you do not want to let up 4-pointers. So that's kind of bad defense, because he has a chance to knock down that 4, but thank God he missed that, and when he didn't make a 4-pointer. Now in transition, this is where you want to be scoring the ball. If you're going to be able to get stops, you want to be able to score the ball really, really fast and really, really effectively. You don't want to be taking crazy threes. You want to try to get to the basket and take your twos, because on defense, what I like to do is watch the 3. I just say, I'm not letting you shoot a 3. There's no way he makes that. We're going to grab the rebound, and you want to push the ball in transition, right? If I can find Jimmy Butler down the court, I'm going to try to go all the way, and we're going to get fouled there. So what I like to do, at least for my offense in transition, I like to play at a really fast pace. Maybe you guys like slowing it down and kind of getting into the half court setting, but with only 14 seconds on the shot clock, I feel like and if you bring up the ball slowly, you're only gonna have about 8 to 9 seconds to be able to do something with do something on the offensive end. So for me, I like to really speed up the ball, get the ball up the court, so we can at least have a better offensive possession. Now defensively, my opponent is just chucking. I would want to show you guys, kind of what I'm doing on the defensive end. So I'm gonna pass the ball to Jimmy Butler. We're gonna go for the normal fade, and we can't knock it down, right? So now we just got to get back in transition, watch that corner pass. Like I said, we're not letting letting up any threes. If he wants to take his 2, I'm pretty much okay with that. Anthony Davis going to get the block though, and like I said, we just got to push the ball, get up the court, find Kristaps all the way, and I just like the run, man. I love the run in transition. I'll show you guys what to do kind of in the half court setting, but that's the first thing I want to talk about. It's just going to be make sure you're running in transition. Like I said, defensively, first premise is just do not let up any threes. Try to just force the 2, and what you want to do is make them take a bad shot in the 14 seconds. Now that was bad defense, leaving him wide open. He definitely could have knocked down that 4. Talking about offensively in the half court, you want to make sure you're using the pick and roll to your advantage, right? Keep calling screens and just try to get to the rim. This game is a lot about rim running, as I'm going to take a bad take there. AD is going to grab the rebound, and we're going to get blocked once again. But what I'm saying is this game is all about pick and roll and getting to the basket. Obviously, shoot your 3s, shoot your 4s when they're there. Obviously, if you feel confident shooting 3s with a guy like Tim Thomas, maybe have like some really good sharpshooters, make sure you guys are pulling 3s with those guys. But on offense, you want to be trying to get to the rim and just take your 2s, right? It's pretty simple, right? Get to the basket, and usually what happens is if your opponent doesn't have their defensive settings on, or if they just don't know how to play proper defense, they're going to drop from corners a lot of the time. I'll try to show you guys what I mean in this video, but as you guys can see, we're forcing bad passes. We're forcing him to speed up the game. We want him to be quick. We want him to be making fast decisions. We don't want him just slowly bringing up the ball and being able to make his, own reads. So on offense, right, you just want to get to the basket and just go all the way, man. If you got a good rim runner, if you got a Russ, if you got a Derrick Rose, if you have these really fast point guards that can just dunk on anybody, that's what you want to do on the offensive end. And like I said, on defense, you want to be making him take up as much of the shot clock as possible and then forcing up a bad shot when there's only a couple seconds left. That's decent defense. Kind of got to contest there, 14%. And like I said, we're just going to run in transition, man. We're going to run, get the ball up to Tim Thomas. I want to try to use as much of the shot clock as possible, especially if you do have the lead. Gonna pump fake, and we're going to go up with Kristaps. As you guys can see, a quick 12-0 lead. I know my opponent's nothing too crazy, but that's just what I'd be doing on in clutch time, man. You want to play good defense, right? Force 2s. Don't let him take 3s. I won't say force 2s. You just like, I'm okay with that. He wants to take that dunk with Rose. We're up by 10 points now. We're good, man. Like, we don't have to worry about him taking 2s, especially if you do have a lead. And then, like I said, on offense, you want to be abusing the pick and roll and get your opponent to kind of drop out of that corner and then pass corner, and there you go, wide open 3, right? That happens a lot of times. He actually user drop down because he knows that we are rim running every single play, right? So his CPU or him is going to drop down to the corner, and that means your corner is going to be wide open for that 3. So now that we have a big lead, we just want to say no 3s, right? Force up a bad shot. He's only got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he's going to have to force up a bad shot, right? Force a shot clock violation. Pretty simple, very easy to do. If you guys have any questions as well, let me know down below. Obviously, I'm trying to explain it as best as possible, but I can't get to every single little detail about clutch time, but I'm going over a majority of what you guys should be doing. So like I said, use the pick and roll to your advantage, drive to the rim. He's going to help down. We're going to look to find 80 in the corner, take him off their dribble, pump fake, and then go up for the standing dunk. So super easy, very simple offense. Just call pick and roll, get to the rim. I know it's very simple, and I'm sure there's some people watching that already know this and are already commenting, being like, I know how to do a pick and roll. I know how to get to the rim, but a lot of people, they just be doing what this guy's doing, and they just try to chuck 3s like crazy, right? So we're gonna play some good defense, and my opponent finally starting to go to the rim, and you can see he's starting to score the ball a little bit more, because in the first couple minutes he was just chucking the ball every single chance he had, and he was taking some terrible shots. But now that he's getting to the rim, he's being more patient, he's having a lot more success on the offensive end. But we're just gonna blow by him there with Russ. Like I said, having that fast point guard who can get to the rim with ease, like a guy like Russ, Derrick Rose, even guys like Stephon Marbury, they're super fast, right? DeJounte Murray, Caruso, those guys are super good at getting to the rim, and those are the point guards you want to have. Because if I'm matching up against a Derrick Rose, he's not stopping my Russ, man. We're just going to the basket, and we're getting free throws, we're getting dunks, layups, and ones. It doesn't matter. Like, Russ is just a key factor to this team. Like, have I even used Tim Thomas? I don't think I've even used the card, and he's my best player on my team, and he's the best card in the game, and I'm not even showing you guys how to use him effectively. Like, this card, you can win a clutch time game legit just by using Tim Thomas, and I haven't even scored like more than 1 bucket with him other than like a wide open 3 in the corner. So great defense there. Like I said, we're not letting up 3s. We're going to try to find Jimmy Butler running in transition, and you guys can see I just love running in transition. I grabbed that rebound. I'm already running with my Jimmy Butler. So what you guys do there is when you see the shot go up and you know that you've pretty much, he's not going to make it, like, that you smothered him, right? See, with my Jimmy Butler, now I'm going to run. You see me running down that court. Obviously we didn't get the rebound, but you guys could see me running with Jimmy Butler. I'll try to show you guys another example. That's a really good way to score in transition, right? So if he shoots that, I'm running with Tim Thomas. Okay, but you see how he's starting to run with Tim Thomas? So if you do that and you get the rebound, you can find people wide open in transition a lot of the times. Also, pick and pop, super effective in clutch time as well, right? Go around the screen and then find your center at the top of the key for some wide open 3s. That's why you want your center to be able to shoot, so you can do those kind of pick and pops right there, and they're going to be free buckets and some easy buckets as well. So playing some good defense here. I really want to show you guys that kind of transition thing, but I think you guys get the point. point of where if you're on the guy that shoots the ball, you want to use them and just start running up the court as fast as possible. And you guys can see we take a 26-9 win. Very simple to do. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. But if this video did help you guys out, make sure to drop a like and sub down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.